Pick a city. London or Amsterdam? Where would you want to go? Amsterdam? You been in Amsterdam?
Yeah, but I went when it was kind of cold and shitty out, so I want to go back.
London is really cold as well.
Yeah, on a regular, yeah.
Zanzibar or Cape Town?
Well, Cape Town's the southern part, so I like hot. So I'd prefer to go down there.
New York, Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Tokyo?
Yeah.
You been in Tokyo?
No, I haven't been to Japan yet.
Barcelona or Copenhagen?
I've been to Barcelona already, so just to check out Copenhagen. I like Barcelona, don't get me wrong, but I want to check out another city.
Mexico City or Toronto?
I've been to both, and I like Mexico City better because the culture there is better. Yeah, way better. I mean, Toronto's good. They got good culture there as well. Yeah. But Mexico City's huge. Yeah. It's so big. Yeah. So
Vancouver or Los Angeles?
Never been to Vancouver, so
you never been to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
LA I've been to, but Vancouver I never been to. So I want to check it out. Just
Vancouver is close to LA too, no?
No.
No, really.
It's on the same side of the country, but
it's deep north. Down. Oh, Seattle is one that's under.
No, Seattle's above LA and Vancouver's above Seattle.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you have to go through Seattle to go.
If you're traveling by car, yeah.
Okay. Opinion. Pick one. Cooking or cleaning? Which one would you go?
Cooking.
Sneaker or dress shoes?
I prefer sneakers.
Yeah. Reality show or documentaries?
Documentaries.
Yeah. Tattoos or piercing?
Tattoos.
You have tattoos, innit? Education or experience?
Experience.
Money or love?
Love.
Reading or audiobook?
Reading.
You read? You like reading?
I don't anymore, but I can read, unlike most of the children today. So.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
Looks or personality in a woman?
Personality. Looks are still there, though. I mean, you can never say that. You can't just say, I fell in love with her personality if she looks like a donkey's asshole. It's just, you have to be physically attracted to people, and it's not about being superficial. You have to be physically attracted to people. There's just no way.
You can tell, but
even if you like ugly people, you're still physically attracted to them. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're ugly to other people, if they're beautiful to you. And that's the thing, right? You're still physically attracted to them.
Yeah. Concert or sport games?
That's a tough one, too.
Say soccer game and Michael Jackson.
It's still tough. I would say sport games.
Sport games?
Yeah.
Phone calls or text messages? Somebody that
phone calls.
Yeah.
My generation's all about talking, not Twitter.
When you're working out, music or podcast?
Music.
iPhone or Android?
Android.
Ooh, really? Crazy. You don't like iPhone or you just don't like the...
I don't follow fads.
Oh, okay.
So I never got into that.
Okay. Passenger or driver?
Driver.
You like driving, innit? Horror movies or comedy movies?
Comedies.
Living in a city or countryside?
Countryside.
Because the greens, the birds and shit.
Nature.
You know? How do you measure success?
How do I measure?
Yeah.
Do I have to take my pants off here?
That was good. It took me 1.0 second to get that. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. A lot of people won't even get that. What the fuck?
Okay. Honestly,
in your opinion,
a measure of success?
Yeah.
Confidence.
Confident?
Yeah, how confident you are shows how successful you are. It doesn't matter how much shit you have.
Yeah.
If you're still a bitch behind the wheel, you know, like you can have this big Ferrari and all that stuff, but as soon as somebody yells at you, you roll your window up because you're afraid of them, or you drive through the neighborhood because you're scared with your windows. That's not confident.
Yeah, confidence is the most underrated thing. What makes you happy?
I guess freedom to be me.
To be being yourself. Yeah.
I mean, I am pretty free anyways, but I allow myself to be that way. I don't hold myself back, but I don't let anybody else do that either.
Okay, now this is the fun part. She's a 10, but she can't cook. What's her new rating? She's a 10.
She's still a 10. As long as she can face down, ass up, I'm good with that. So.
She's a 10, but she can't come to your show. Like, you do beatboxing, she doesn't like coming there.
She's a 6, yeah.
No, you've been fair enough. She's a 4, but she knows how to cook.
She's still a 4. It's just a 4 cooking my food right now.
Oh, I'm fucking dead, bro. She's a 10, but she puts milk before cereal.
Well, she's still a 7 because she's eating cereal. So you're only 7 if you're eating cereal. So and the unintelligent part of it being an unhealthy food choice is the reason why she's a 7. So
She's a 10, but she's Starbucks every day.
She's still a 7.
She's a 7?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on body positivity? You know how they're pushing body positivities nowadays?
It's okay to be body positive to an extent, but again, we're back at the you have to understand what body positivity is for you.
Yeah.
And just because you lie to yourself and say, no, I'm happy with the way I look, I don't care if my belly hangs over my knees. No, you're not happy with the way you look, because if you have to lift your belly just to take a pee, that's not healthy for you, and you know that. If your hand's horizontal scratching your belly, that's not healthy. You know that yourself. Because the problem is that you can't do the things you want to do. You can't tell me that most of the fat guys that sit around watching football wouldn't be out wanting to throw that football around. But they know their fat ass can't do that. All they can do is throw food in their mouth. It's true.
Okay. What's your opinion on LGBTQ nowadays? I call them LGTVQ. It's been pushed a lot nowadays.
It depends. Like, I'm okay with, like, I know gay people, I know people that are trans. I've met a lot of people that they have their own scenarios and how they deal with their life, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But this whole new transgender movement stuff, that's all bullshit. Even a lot of trans and gay people are getting annoyed with it too, because it's just a show.
Yeah.
And it's a political show, and that's the really sad part, is the people caught in the middle are the little people, and the really sad part is it's the kids now that are caught in the middle. Before, you know, when you're gay, bi, trans, lesbian, whatever, you were older usually. It wasn't usually an 8-year-old that was saying that. It was a 22-year-old, you know, that was saying that they're starting to explore their sexualities. Yeah. But now they're putting kids involved in it, and that's where they're crossing the line.
What do you think about the BBLs?
BBL,
big bats. You don't even know it's BBL, right? So
it's like fake stuff.
Yeah, fake bats.
Am I about fake and all that? No, not at all. I like real. Yeah. That's why I like fitness girls, right? Because they work out to get that sweet ass. And then in the off season, it looks even nicer because it's not all solid like a rock.
What's the difference between an American woman versus the other side of the world, like Africa, like South America type of woman? Like, what's your take?
Our culture is not based on family anymore.
Yeah.
We're so segregated from each other, as well as the empowerment of everybody being an individual, to where nobody is finding the family aspect of community. Yeah. You know, they don't want to be a team with their partner. They want to be, I'm doing this good. How are you doing, honey? No, we're doing this good. You know, even if he's not doing as good, you pull him up with you. And if she's not doing as good, you pull him up with you. And you convey that to your friends. You convey that to the rest of your family, your children and everything, and that builds a community. And we're not about that. We're all about the individual success of each other. And that's something that we shouldn't be celebrating. Shouldn't celebrate that at all. Yeah, no. And the sad part is it's not even healthy competition. Yeah. You're not competing with each other to have a healthy competition to support each other at the end. Somebody's mad when somebody beats them. Why should you be mad? They're still doing well. You should be happy for them and look for their successes to help you boost into your successes. That's the problem with society now, is they're too busy trying to beat down somebody for their successes instead of learn from them and make their own way.
Right. Does social media have an impact on our mental illness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just feeds into it. Basically, I mean, even before social media, just the internet feeded into it, because a lot of people would choose what to watch, but they're choosing the wrong things to watch. Yeah. So even now, it's just pushed on you because of the algorithms. But before, you still had choice, and people were still choosing the wrong things because they had access to it so freely. So.
Do white people have a different perspective than other race?
Like inequalities, diversity, racism, all that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, you grow up with the privilege, you're going to have that, that belief that there isn't such a bad problem. But I mean, you didn't live through it, so it's hard to say that problem doesn't exist if you're not really living through that problem, right? So
that's true. As you said, you already said it, right? Explore, perspective.
Exactly. Visit other countries.
What's your opinion on Black Lives Matter?
It's a hard one because, I totally agree with the concept of it, but now it's turning into such a political baseball that they're just batting it around everywhere, so everybody can throw it up in the air and say, I'm using Black Lives Matter to help my platform, but are you really using it? Yeah. And Black Lives Matter itself, are they really using the money and funds to go towards the correct programs to help the affected people that they're supposed to be helping? Yeah. And again, Black Lives Matter is important, but it's not just about Black Lives Matter, it's just lives in general matter for the public, because it's Latinos, Asians, Blacks. It's not just Black lives that are getting affected. We don't speak enough about the Latinos and the Asians that get affected that way as well. Yeah. I mean, it's still racial profiling it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And stuff. So yeah, totally. It needs to be redone and be done by the people.
Yeah.
I think the people need to do it.
Yeah.
I think the people really need to do it better because those people obviously
they got money,
sold out,
already,
and they're just letting the government do what they want.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. If you're a president of America, what would you change?
The president of America?
Yeah. What would you change?
What would I change now?
Yeah.
I would take all the borders down. Just free travel. I mean,
free travel.
They have it in Europe. Why can't we do it here?
Yeah.
Make it so damn difficult.
Oh, in Europe you can travel free.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you got to cross
that.
borders, but it's not so difficult.
That's not that
You could
crazy.
literally just be on a bus and cross over the border. They don't even ask for your passport half the time. But here it's such a hassle just to get across the border.
Do you think teachers should be paid more than athletes?
Well, the education system is a little different in my opinion because the indoctrination of people, I don't really believe in that either anymore. I used to believe in it, but if the teachers are doing the right life lessons, then I believe that a teacher is going to teach you more about life than a professional athlete is on the football field.
Yeah.
But that's what they want. They want those athletes, getting you to watch the game so you can watch the Bud Light blimp go around, and then you want to buy Bud Light and you can see the pizza signs on the field and buy your pizza and keep getting fat, Johnny, because you ain't going to throw no football around anymore. You're just going to watch Tom Brady do it. So...
That was good. What's your opinion on vaccination?
Don't agree with it.
No.
I mean, it's weird because in the 80s and stuff like that, we had a little bit of vaccination going on then, but we didn't have as many vaccines. So back then I was a child. I didn't have a choice. I didn't know anything about it. But I think that it should be a choice, no matter what. Because
choice, right?
some people have the fear of what they're being
and then again
built into them. But that's their choice. Again, I don't hold anything against anybody that has the vaccine.
Yeah.
That's fine, that's you. If you don't have the vaccine, that's fine, that's you as well. The problem I see is that a lot of people who were vaccinated, because of our governments and our media and all that, started demonizing all the people who didn't get it and blaming them for issues that were existing in the world that weren't really their fault. And then the really sad part is after 3 years now, they're seeing that, okay, I was wrong. I actually just ran into a friend this weekend who stopped being friends with me because I didn't agree with his stance on it. He came up to me and he's like, oh, yo, bro, hug, and everything like that. What's up? And stuff like that. I was like, what's going on, But again, we're running into the issue now where these people are starting to see everything mapped out in front of them. They're like, oh shit, maybe I did think about it a little the wrong way, and I should understand everybody's situation. Again, choice. You need to choose your own way and understand the choice of other people as well. Yeah. You can help them in certain things by giving them a little bit of advice or something, but that doesn't mean you need to demonize them or push them out of society because they don't agree with your
It's crazy.
Your concept.
That's true. What job would you be doing if you weren't getting paid?
I could probably be a tour guide in any country, like Costa Rica and that, for sure. I love talking to people and I love teaching people about things, but I just love being
tour guide is nice.
Ass.
You catch up with Spanish, though?
You pick it up when you're in the street. Yeah.
No, right now you get, you can survive in Colombia and Mexico for years.
Sufficient enough, but I need to get better.
If you could change your name, what would you change it to?
Be
your
Real.
First name. Be Real? Be Real.
Yeah, but sadly enough, Be Real is part of Cypress Hill, my favorite hip-hop group in the 90s.
Which culture has the best food on the planet?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I haven't had all cultures, so I can't really say. I haven't had Japanese, I haven't had Irish, I haven't had, I've only had certain African foods like Ethiopian and stuff, but I haven't had everything.
It's amazing.
I haven't had a lot of different types of food, so that's really hard. For me, what I've already had,
which is
I really like Greek food.
Never heard of that one. Okay.
Greek, yeah. I like lamb a lot. They eat a lot of rice and lamb and stuff like that, so I really liked it there. And I like Latino food.
You've been to Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, why? If you could go one place on vacation, where would you go?
Depends how long I'm able to stay. I was just looking at Mauritius in Africa there, just coast of Africa. It's an island, Mauritius.
I heard of that one,
Or Mauritius. That one's super nice looking, so I would love to see that actually. Again, I'm good with nature, so
you love nature.
I could go see Galapagos Islands. I could go see Madagascar or any of those places.
I actually want to go to Madagascar. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I've been just the name itself.
Yeah.
First of all.
Just to see animals where they don't exist anywhere else in the world is just amazing, right?
If you could leave one place on the planet, where would you live? This is like your house, your place to live. You sleep here. Where would you want to live?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica?
Yeah, well, I've been there lots, and I like surfing and stuff, and the climate is amazing. Plus, you got 4 different types of rainforests, and 2.5% of the world diversity in animals only exists in Costa Rica. So
actually,
yeah,
crazy.
So, and they're close to Panama, and close enough for me to go to Colombia and visit my wife's family and stuff. So,
where did you find your inspiration?
That's tough. I think I just took it from a lot of people that were just doing their own thing and not caring what the world thought. Like I said, I mean, I really like Dumb and Dumber, but it wasn't the movie itself specifically. It was just the freedom to be whatever, like Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber. They were stupid, but they were just doing themselves and having fun and enjoying life. So I just kind of built onto that to where I didn't follow the crowds and I didn't follow trends ever. So
good. What's your biggest fear?
Not having control over what I can do.
Oh, okay. I think that's one of the most underrated answers, losing control. Because people don't think about that.
No, because they always think they're in control, but the problem is they're getting lied to the whole way through, and they've lost all their control like 10 years ago. So,
if you could change something in the past, what would you change?
Ooh, that's a tough one too. I would actually change the internet existing. I don't think we need the internet at all.
It's ruining the game.
Yeah. We had tons of books. We could have learned everything we needed from books. We didn't need the internet.
I think we're just getting lazier, right? So
well, it also just became a way to control us too, right? I mean, you don't need the internet. You find a hard time finding the same books you used to 25 years ago because they don't actually have them anymore. They're taking them out on purpose. So you can only access what they have on the internet, which is what they want you to see.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can money buy happiness?
No.
No. Why do you think that?
Because there's a lot of people with money that are super sad, for one. I mean, and the problem is, the more money, more problems, right? I mean, famous lines, it's true. The more money you have, the more stress you're going to have, more problems you're going to have. And once you build yourself to a certain level, you want to keep that level. Well, now how that stress level goes up.
Now there's like
and you build yourself to another level. Now your stress level goes up.
You can't go down.
How many super rich guys you see that aren't balding or stressed out like crazy, like Elon Musk?
Fuck, every
that
day,
motherfucker looks like a serial killer. So, like Jeffrey Dahmer's older brother on steroids. So...
I'm not gonna post this on Twitter because I'm gonna get banned. What is the sexiest language in the world?
That's a tough one. I would guess I would have to say Spanish. So, but it's not like I actually like English, but spoken with a broken accent. Depending on the culture you're from, English with certain Asian accents can be super sexy, and even Latino, like Spanglish, it can be super sexy as well because they're trying to be sexy with it and they're saying the words incorrectly, but it still sounds hot. You're like, I don't care what you just said, jump on me, right? You know, it just sounds sexy. So
what you just said, like when they're trying to speak that English, the Latinas just trying to speak the English to you, it just sounds more, that's sexy, like it's crazy, it just sounds good. Then I realized that shit, I'm like, oh, that's actually true. If you talk to a Latina girl, them talking to you in English, it's just amazing, bro. Spanish wins. Nobody has said French because I was trying to see. Nobody has said French. Somebody's trying to say Italian. He was Italian, but he said Spanish first. So who has an easy life, man or woman, generally speaking.
Who has an easy life?
Yeah.
The easier life would be the woman.
Yeah.
Because nowadays women aren't. They're not expected to be the same way they were 40 years ago. So. Now they have the harder life, but it's by their own volition. They were the ones who chose this independent life, which makes their life harder. Independent and do things for yourself. That's understandable to an extent. But the man now has to be a man, plus has to be in touch with his feelings because a lot of women want a man who's in touch with his feelings.
Yeah.
Plus, he has to try so hard now to get a woman because women nowadays don't want
an average guy.
Yeah, they don't. They believe they all deserve Brad Pitt. Well, there's only one Brad Pitt. Y'all can't have him, Y'all can't have Wesley Snipes. There's only one.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is that, and the internet tells them that. You need to wait. You'll find love. There's a lot of 35-year-old single people out there not finding love. And that's the really sad part is everybody's started to fall into this category of now we need to pay attention to careers and life and traveling and forget about love. I'll find out when I'm 35, but then what? You're going to have a kid when you're 35, 40? Then you're having a kid super late in life. And you're going to be like barely able to watch them at their graduation because you're old. You know, and
No,
that's
no,
the
it's
sad
true,
part.
though.
A lot of
It's
people
sad,
are
but
doing
it's
that.
true.
They're waiting too long to have kids.
Yeah.
You know, the natural aging for birthing a child is 15 to 24 is when your best years of birthing a child are.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going, oh, you're crazy, 15-year-olds shouldn't be having kids. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, though, is that those are the years when your body is ready to have a baby the
it's
best.
kicking, yeah.
After that is when your body starts to break down. It's a little harder to have a baby, more difficult on you, difficult on the baby, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think men have it much harder than women. Women kind of have it easy now because they're not expected to clean because that's sexism. They're not expected to follow their man around. That's misogynism.
Yeah.
You know, like misogynistic. That's the thing, right? There's so much of this whole push for equality and all that we're forgetting a lot of the roles we all had in the past. Because, 200 years ago, it wasn't like the man took advantage of the woman. The woman did the things she did because she was helping the family, and the man did the things he did because he was helping the family. The man can help push the cow down the farm field. The woman weren't as strong to do that, so the woman could go and make supper while the man was doing the farm field. It wasn't anti-social thing where sexism against women where we're controlling the women. And yes, I get it, there was some of that in history, but it's not that way now. There's a lot of equality now. But the problem is a lot of women are still expecting the men to be the same as they were in the past, plus the new guy.
They want them to be confident.
Yeah, like, confident plus in touch with his feelings. I don't know how that works,
Is life easier when you're beautiful? Do you get away with shit when you're beautiful?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, that beauty only lasts so long. And that's the problem is you'll see a lot of these girls when you go out and stuff like that now, they're in their mid-30s. Yeah. And they still think they're this smoking hot show that they used to be in their 20s, but they're not. You're just a dried up tea bag with a little bit of makeup on, and it doesn't flow anymore. And yeah, there might be some 50-year-olds that look at you like you're still hot, but they don't mean anything either because if they're all at the bar, there's a problem with their life. If you're all at the bar and you're 35-something years old, don't get me wrong, I did that too when I was separated and single for a bit there. Though. But I mean, still, it's just I find a lot of girls, they believe their beauty is going to get them through life, and it does. For the first 10 years. Yeah. And then what? And then you're going to pay for the surgeries, you're going to pay for all that makeup, you're going to pay for everything else, you're going to get depressed, then you're going to, and you see it happen all the time. You can't live on beauty. You have to build other things. You have to have a plan B. Yeah. And that's the same thing I tell a lot of the dancers I know. You can be amazing at dance, but dance isn't going to pay you when you're 45. Yeah. You got to have a backup plan. Yeah. And it's the same thing with beauty. You can be beautiful, but you can be beautiful with brains. So.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather travel 100 years back or forward? 100 years back?
Forward.
Forward?
Yeah.
I just want to see more future.
No, I want to see how much we fucked everything up. So.